Oh my gosh, that stuff hurts so bad. I was so happy this week because it's the first week in forever that I haven't had a doctor appointment, like not even one. And I've been feeling bad for a couple days and my throat is super sore. I feel like I've been snorting chlorine, so my sinuses are messed up. It feels like my thrush is back too. And so I had to make an appointment with the PA today, and it was like it ruined my 1 week record of no doctor appointments, which sucks. And oh, I forgot to show you guys, I dyed my hair. It made me super happy. Okay, catch up at the doctor's office. Okay, I am at the lab and I am waiting to get swabbed. Not my favorite thing in the world. And I feel like poop, so hope we can do something to fix it. So the swab was negative, which was awesome. And then I met a new PA today and she was super awesome. And so I've got a really bad sinus infection and double ear infections and thrush. Super. So I'm being put on antibiotics for 7 days, but of course that's contraindicative for my anti-nausea stuff, so we're having to see about options for that. And I have to do the thrush medication for like 8 years or something to try to get rid of it. And we're getting a shot of steroids to try to help everything calm down, so yeah. Okay, so I got this steroid shot, and because I've had them before, I didn't have to wait the 15 minutes to make sure I don't have a reaction to it and whatnot. Oh my gosh, that stuff hurts so bad. Now I'm finally home after a very, very long day at work. Okay, so I got my meds picked up. So it's 7 days of Levaquin, which is an antibiotic that is still working for me, and the nystatin for the thrush. So the nystatin, nystatin is horrible. It's so gross. Like, it's this super, super crazy thick liquid, and you have to take a teaspoon of it 4 times a day, and you have to swish it in your mouth to cover all the areas, blah, 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 that have thrush. And now, because she thinks that it's going down my throat, I have to swallow it, which is super gross. Bad enough having to swish it and spit it out. And then, so the Levaquin, there's a potential that I will have more heart arrhythmias if I take the Zofran with the Levaquin. So my GI is going to change my prescription. Well, she's going to add a prescription for Phenergan tomorrow. So I'm without anti-nausea meds until tomorrow, so I can start the antibiotics tonight. And I've had Phenergan before, and it's not exactly my favorite anti-nausea med. I think it makes me super tired, maybe oogie, which is not real conducive to my work schedule. So I'm gonna have to wait until I get to work to take it because I don't want to drive until I know how I am on it. So that'll be interesting. But the PA that I saw today, she was like, ginger ale really helps because of the ginger in it, which I knew you always, if you have an upset stomach, whatever, you take ginger ale and crackers, but I can't handle the crackers, but maybe the ginger ale might be okay. But I have a problem with the carbonation, so we're just going to give it a whirl and see how it is, because how I feel right now has to be fixed. So I'm right in the thick of changing my primary care provider because I haven't had a real good working relationship with my primary now for a couple years. Because I figured out what was going on and he didn't, and God complex, and it's, if you don't trust the doctor or doctors that you're with, find a new one. So at my subspecialties, they have regular primary care options. Obviously, oh, my heart just totally messed up. I'm not taking this Zofran. So I can get in with a new primary care at the hospital, but it's going to take me until November to get in to see her. And the her was part of why I wanted to change, because I'm super tired of seeing guys that just, pat you on the head and drink more water, and I'm over that. So I have an appointment in November with a woman. But today was just a fluke because my current primary was out all week, and so I called in to see one of the other doctors who I'd seen before, and they asked if I wanted to see Victoria, and I was like, who's Victoria? And she's a new physician's assistant who's apparently been there since January that I didn't know anything about. And so I met her, and anybody else that has chronic illnesses, within the first 10-15 seconds if you're going to get along with that doctor. And she was great from moment one. And she wanted just like a quick kind of, Cliff Notes version of my medical stuff. So she's looking through records, and I'm kind of telling, talking to her in the process. And told her that, I figured almost all of it out myself. And she was like, I don't know how to respond to that. She's like, I want to tell you you're a rock star because you figured it out. And she's like, and I want to apologize for any other doctors, that you have had to deal with, and them not help you and not figure it out and not just, shuffle you off to somebody else. And I was like, oh my gosh, 23 doctors later, that's exactly what I've had to deal with. And she said she was in the Army and in the finance kind of department, and stuff was wrong. Like, she felt sick, something was going on, nobody would listen to her, everybody doing the whole, you're just a hypochondriac and you want to get out of work and whatnot. And she was like, I love being in the Army, I love my job, like, something is wrong, something is physically wrong with me. And 9 months later, after she got in a couple CO's faces about it, she had a brain tumor. She'd had a brain tumor that entire time, and they didn't freaking find it until she kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And so she ended up having to have brain surgery, and she ended up getting out of the Army a little while after that. And then she went back to school so she could be a physician's assistant, because she's like, I can do better than that. I loved her. I loved her so hard. I can't even tell you. So I'll definitely go back and see her again from now until November, and then I'll decide in November if I can stay with her, which convenient-wise is awesome. And yeah, I really, really liked her. So I am going to try to make some food. I think I'm going to make an omelet, and I've got cinnamon bread. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hack it, but I've got to do something to take the antibiotics. So I am going to sign off for the evening, and I'm going to hold my couch down. So I hope you guys are having a much better day, and let's make really, and let's make tomorrow awesome. So give the video a thumbs up and subscribe below for more randomness, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.